gentlemen, how's it going?
Good, how are you, man?
Good. It's a good sit.
Thank you.
Very nice. The first question I was going to ask you, obviously this is like a really kind of beautiful event. You've got these kids who are going through all this tough time and they get to have this great experience, and you can't help but kind of thinking of you with the leukemia battle, and you came out in October and obviously to relinquish the title, and here we are at WrestleMania, and already you're back. Already you're in a big match at WrestleMania. Like, that has got to be a heck of a few months to go through. How are you feeling now?
It's been a crazy few months, there's no doubt. This is something that I wouldn't have never fathomed. It's hard to create moments like this, especially after the past 6 months that I've had. But I think at this point, where I'm at in my career, kind of having a second chance to be able to do what I love, I think my perspective has just kind of changed a little bit. And the things I used to stress about and the things I used to worry about, they're not quite as big as they used to be. And I think the fact that we can fill some of my time with events like this and charity events and being able to connect not only with the youth, but these young heroes that are struggling, the ones that are fighting every single day, I think it's given me a whole new outlook on what I'm here for. It used to be about being the very best, being on top, winning championships, and setting the tone for our locker room. But I like to think that I'm able to set the tone in a much different manner now, and these are the events that I feel like I can really shine and I can really connect with our crowd and those that we're targeting and trying to make an impact on, because every single day for these children, it's a struggle. And as a grown-up with a different perspective and a different placement on life, it's hard to wake up and have adversity at your doorstep. But to be 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, 11 years old, and have that same adversity, to have to fight for your life, I think it puts everything where it should be, and you want to check the small stuff at the door and remember what really matters. And being a part of Connor's Cure, being a part of Make-A-Wish, and with LLS, to be a part of all these awesome foundations, it's godsend.
Roman, we're very, very happy that you're fit and healthy, so congratulations for that. How has the adjustment been, kind of being back on the road after the 6 months off? And are you sort of more aware of your health and keeping your body, fighting fit?
I think before I was in a position of, and not that I'm not anymore, but I was leading. I was looked at as a locker room leader, and like for your family, for your wife, for your children, sometimes you can put yourself on the back burner and you can neglect yourself, making sure everyone else is okay. For me, I think, with this new perspective, I have to keep in mind of myself and my health, and I have to take care of myself, because, I tell my daughter all the time, if you don't love and respect yourself, no one will ever love and respect you, and you won't be able to pass on that love and respect to someone else. So I think with my health and taking care of myself, that's something I have to do. Otherwise, I won't be able to, I won't be around long enough to truly help people out. So, for me, it's been a very eye-opening event, and to be where I'm at, to have that type of adversity hit me, but then also to be able to be picked back up, to have that support system, to have, people all over the world reaching out to me and sending me blessings. It really made me feel like I wasn't alone in a time that I felt like I was on an island, especially a subject that I was very sensitive and insecure about and just kind of hiding and keeping a secret. For me to be able to display that to the world and for everyone, all of you guys, from the children that were on stage all the way to our regular fans, in the WWE, for everybody to drop, the Roman and pick up Joe and help me out, as a man, I'll be forever grateful.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Roman, what was it like for you to come out on Monday Night Raw and have the courage and the emotion and the strength to talk to the universe and share what you're going through with the entire world? What was that like? And then in turn, come back out and share your recovery with everyone?
It was frightening. I was terrified, and at this point in my career, I don't really get nervous for much. They've thrown me in the fire, and I've been calloused over as far as performance. So I've gotten pretty used to being in front of people and managing that stress. But I was just scared, and I wanted it to be perfect, and I wanted it to be received well. And to share something so personal about yourself, it can be crazy. It can really blow your mind up. But once I made my announcement, once I saw that outpour of support, I felt awesome. I felt like, man, I did the right thing. And then, once we started to feel a lot better, and the fact that the idea of me coming back was starting to become a reality, I got scared again. I got nervous again, because that love and that support was so strong. I just wanted my gratitude and my appreciation to match that. And, I hope, the message was sent very clear, but that's why I'm here now, and I continue to do these different outlets and medias to continue to let you guys know. Thank you so much. I know I wouldn't be where I'm standing right now if it wasn't for those prayers and God hearing them. And sometimes, I am a man of faith, and God has a lot on his doorstep. He gets a lot of mail, so for him to be able to single me out and hear enough prayers and love coming my way and to help me and basically create a miracle so I can get back to what I love and the people I love, I'll be forever grateful.
Well, you thank us, but I think I can speak for everyone when we say thank you, because you touched everyone with that message, and especially people who are battling with cancer, whatever it may be. So thank you for being vulnerable and giving us that strength.
Shifting gears slightly, am I allowed to ask you about Dean Ambrose? Apparently he's leaving WWE. I'm hearing a lot of rumors that everyone wants him to stay. What's your opinion on the Dean situation?
I want him to stay. Dean, if you're listening, stay. Do not go. I'll buy you a bottle of Jack and beer every single night. We just want him to be happy. I think at the end of the day, the selfishness in us wants him in our locker room. But as a friend and as a brother, I just want John to be happy. I want him, if he has to, recharge his batteries. But ultimately, I want my friend, to be where he wants to be and have the proper placement for his life. And whatever's going to achieve his happiness, I support him fully. But I'm not going to lie, we're selfish beings. That's just how we are, and I want my friends with me. And not only that, but Ambrose is a workhorse, man, and I don't throw that term around lightly. There's not many of us in this world as far as the workload that we can take and what we can handle and manage. And Ambrose is one of those guys that I can depend on 52 weeks out of the year. So regardless if he's coming or going, somebody is going to be able to work with a brilliant superstar, someone who truly believes in what he's doing, has a great passion to get better, and an amazing work ethic. So regardless, he's going to land on his feet. Just hopefully it's going to be right next to me in my locker room.
Roman, being from Scotland, I need to ask you this question. You're facing Drew McIntyre on Sunday. I think what a lot of fans are excited about is that your WrestleManias so far have been against very established acts. Undertaker, Brock Lesnar. And Drew's a guy who was here before. It didn't quite work out the way he wanted it to. He's come back. He's a killer. He's great. And this feels like such a fresh match. Are you excited to work with somebody who is kind of on the way up now and is kind of, this is their first big featured WrestleMania match?
Absolutely. To be able to mix it up with someone from my generation, someone who's in my locker room, someone that I can see that's putting in the work and taking the proper steps to get to where he wants to be in that main event status, that main event picture, fighting for a title. It makes me really proud because and I'm extremely proud and grateful for the matches that I've had in the past, but this is something that I can really hang my hat on, and this is something that I'm really passionate because, this isn't just about servicing, a guy helping me out. We're going to go out there and help each other out, and, because of, my profile with WrestleMania and the main events, it's clearly going to help him out as far as, the spotlight being on him and him taking advantage, but at the end of the day, he's a man of second chances, I'm a man of second chances, so we're going to go out there and we're probably going to hit pretty hard because that's what we do. And but I think, we're going to make each other better. And that's what it's all about, is pushing the limits and pushing the competition. And, if he's thinking anything different, then he's going to get his ass handed to him. But the fact is, I think we're going to go out there and we're going to work hard and put on a great show.
I'm sorry, what about the revolution of women in WrestleMania?
What about it? It's everything at this point. I think it's the most important story that we have going, and I think it's clearly made the most impact. We have 3 strong ultra alpha women, and it's weird because you hear that term for men all the time, but no, it's the women who are the alphas here, and the fact that they've been able to break every barrier, kick through that glass ceiling, and to be where they should have been a long time ago. I'm really proud. I'm a husband, I'm a father. To a young little girl. My daughter's 11 years old and she's very influenceable, and I just want her to be able to see strong women, not only just her mother and the women of our family, but see strong women on a huge platform making huge waves and riding them as well. They're not just jumping in the pool and making a splash. This is a title pool that's going over and over and over again, and they continue to show why they are at the top and they are the cream of the crop. So I better get my act together. Otherwise, I'm going to be mid-card for the rest of my career. So, girls, take it easy on us. Jeez.
Prediction for the main event?
Got to go with the man. She, I think at this point, not only does she deserve it, but she's displayed the passion and the grind that it takes to get there. And, you know, outside of Kofi and maybe, you know, DB a few years ago, there hasn't been a more organic rise than Becky Lynch. And like I said, man, I enjoy the fact that there's a woman out there calling herself the man. That way my little girl can know there's no barriers. My little girl can do anything that she wants to do. She just has to put her mind and her attitude towards it. And I think these women are a great example of that.